Hi everyone, it is Achia here at Booking It with Achia, and today I am bringing you an unboxing. I'm super excited for this, and also I have managed a very high level of self-control, and the fact that 3 of these boxes have not been opened at all. So I've been saving them and waiting for one last package to arrive just so I could film this video. So let's get into it. This is the stack that I have. First off, we'll start out with a book exchange or book swap, book gifting that I participated in during Be2 Weird's 3-year anniversary. So shout out to our fearless leader Bree for both organizing that and organizing the book club, but also she happened to be the person who was responsible for gifting me these 3 beauties. So first up we have Of Cinder and Bone, which is by Kyoko M. This is an indie fantasy book. After centuries of being the most dangerous predators on the planet, dragons were hunted to extinction. That is, until Dr. Rhett Jackson and Dr. Kamala Angeli cracked the code to bring them back. Through their research at MIT, they resurrected the first dragon anyone has seen alive since the 15th century. There's just one problem. Someone stole it. Caught between 2 ruthless Yakuza clans who want to clone the dragon, Jack and Kamala brave the dangerous streets of Tokyo to steal their dragon back in a race against time before the world is taken over by mutated, bloodthirsty monsters that will raise it to ash. Next up is Naomi Season 1. This is a comic book, which I'm like super hyped about this. Look at that. Look at that just spread. I'm very, 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 very excited about this one. And this says, when a fight between Superman and Mongol crashes into a small northwestern town, a local teenager named Naomi starts looking into what happened the last time a super being visited her hometown, and how that visit might tie into her own origins as an adopted child. But Naomi's seemingly harmless curiosity exposes more than just her family's startling secrets. It attracts the attention of forces that could threaten the Earth itself. Also, I just realized that I think the naked book has art on it. Wow. Y'all, always check under the dust jacket. Wow. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then last of this is Monstrous. This is book 2, which has volumes 4 through 6 of Monstrous. I have read volume 1 of Monstrous, and I have volumes 1 through 3. So maybe I'll do a video where I reread volume 1 and then read volumes 2 through 6, which will of course include this book. And this is Asian inspired cyberpunk fantasy. There's monsters and magic, and it's just beautifully illustrated and dark. Oh, let me not open it so I don't get spoiled. And I literally gushed when I opened it and saw this because I was absolutely not expecting this. Alright, so let's go into some of these book boxes. Now, in the next box I'm going to show you, I've actually opened because I filmed a reel for it. And this is... So it says, We Are Dying Gods by C.M. Lockhart. This is a book from... This is a box from the author. And it has... So we have some art prints, which is... We have a map of the world, and some art, some more art. This is of our main character. We also have a candle, if I could get it out of the box, which it's giving me fall vibes, like fall theme potpourri. It's sweet, but not in a bad way. It's not necessarily honey, but it's good. I like it. And then, of course, we have the book, We Are Dying Gods, which is the second book in the Wrath of the Gods series. The first book being We Are the Origin. So this is a world where the land is divided by different patron gods, and each god has chosen an avatar from this world, but there's a new player on the scene that is challenging the gods, and their avatars have to come together and figure out what's happening. I really enjoyed the first book, and I'm deeply looking forward to this second book. Okay, next up we have some subscription book boxes that I have to open up, so let me get my scissors, and let's open up the first one. I think we'll start with this pink one here, which is from the ReadHer book box. The ReadHer book box is a bi-monthly subscription box that focuses on indie Black romances. And each month has a different theme. So what I'm opening right now is the August box. Ah! Okay, goodbye. I have no idea what this book is. It's always a surprise. Ooh, okay. Right away, I see some post-its. It's mini reviews. That's very cool. So mini review of my book. It has a line for title, author rating, date completed, and notes. Oh, I love that. Look at that. We have, I guess this is about what the book is. Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? Oh my, okay, so this has an invitation. Oh my, wait. So it says, together with their families, Mary Cross and Arnold Hightower invite you to their destination wedding ceremony in Mexico. I'm pretty sure Only for the Week is in this box. Girlies have been going crazy about this book over on Black Book Talk. And I have the ebook of it, and I started, but I have not finished. Oh my goodness. What is this? This says it's a mini USB fan. Oh, that's cute. It's a bonus item. We have some dried mango, which is always nice. Oh, that's awesome. I love dried mango. Oh, we have a sticker sheet. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. And then, very nicely wrapped in this gorgeous book sleeve, is Only for the Week. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I have been debating whether or not to buy the physical version of this book. That's amazing. So basically we follow, what's her name? What's our main character's name? Oh, and it's signed. Alright, I cannot find the main character's name. I think her name is Janelle, but I'm not sure. Basically, it takes place at a destination wedding in Mexico. Our main character, her sister is getting married to the main character's ex-boyfriend, and everyone is like, oh my god, it's gonna be so awkward. But our main character is like, I'm over it and happy for them. Can we please stop acting like this? And while they're in Mexico, she starts up a fling with her ex-boyfriend's best man, Rome Martin. Yep, and you know, it's supposed to only be for the week, and it's supposed to be glorious, vacation, Mexican vibes, Black richness, and I'm so looking forward to this. I've heard nothing but rave reviews about this book, and I can't believe I have a physical copy. That also came with this incredible, beautiful, can we just take a moment to look at, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but just how detailed this fabric is. And it's not foily, like the flowers feel more like velvety opposed to the rest of it, but this is beautiful. Ooh, a bookmark. And this says, forbidden love. Can I have the freedom to just be? To love myself enough to be comfortable in my own company. And it's a quote from the book. That's gorgeous. I think this may be my favorite box from ReadHer. It has officially bumped out, I think, last year's September box or last year's August box, which was like the back to school box. I loved that box, but this one just bumped that out. Wow. Wow. Shout out to them. Okay, now we're gonna move on to two boxes from Satisfiction. So Satisfiction is also a bi-monthly book box, and they have recently started doing special editions of books that aren't in their main box. So first, I'm going to open up one of the special editions that I have. So it's not in the main box. It doesn't have all the accoutrements that you would find in the main box, but based on the pictures I've seen, it is absolutely gorgeous. Open it up. Thank you card, which I always love that the founder, Jolie, she always puts your name on the card, which is pretty, it's like, you know, it's just a small touch. And you have the packing slip, and then look at that. Let me take it out the plastic. So beautiful. It's so beautiful. So basically, this is Zara, which is the first book in the Guardians of the Dawn series by S.J. Jones. Oh, look at that. The map. Like I said, always look at the naked book, y'all. Always look at the naked book. Look at this map. Look at this map. I love how the dedication says, for all the besties who read fan fiction printouts in the bathtub instead of doing their math homework. That's incredible. But this is gorgeous. I don't know much about this book besides the fact that I was excited when I read the synopsis. So when I found out that Satisfiction was doing a special edition, I was like, let me do it. So it says, they say that when the world is out of balance, the Guardians of Dawn are reborn. Jin Zara's life was already full of appeasing her stepmother's cruel whims, looking after her blind younger sister, and keeping her magic secret from those who would kill her for it. But when a mysterious plague starts transforming magicians into monsters, Zara joins a secret magical liberation society called the Guardians of the Dawn, and her life becomes entwined with an easily flustered young man named Han, who has secrets of his own. Magicians go missing, abominations emerge, and Zara's powers are growing beyond her control. A demon has awoken in the morning realms, and Zara must find the elemental warrior within before the balance between order and chaos is lost forever. Filled with adventure, romance, and a delightful cast of characters, Guardians of the Dawn, Zara, is the start of a richly imagined fantasy series that will leave you breathless for more. I was about to say I wish I could just sit around all day and read, but like, I probably literally could. This sounds so good, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Look at that. I can't. Let's get on to the last box I have to open, which is Satisfiction's September box. This is pretty heavy. These aren't usually that heavy, so that's promising. If you're not someone who subscribes to Satisfiction or ReadHer, I would highly recommend them. Satisfiction is dedicated to BIPOC science fiction and fantasy, and they've been doing this really cool thing where some months you have the option between actually supporting a traditionally published author or supporting an indie published author, or you can do the option of both. And it comes with self-care items, which is pretty awesome. I can't remember if for September I got indie published and traditionally published one. I think I might have, which might be why this is so heavy. There, we have a little spoiler card. My bed is a mess. So let's open this up, which low-key is kind of hard to do with one. I'm gonna put this down, my arm hurts. So first thing I see is the nameplate. So I just have to peel it and put it into the book. We have a letter from the author. So you know what book it is. But I'll take out the book last. Let's do some of the items first. Okay, so we have the overnight exfoliating treatment by Good Molecules, which I love, love, love the Good Molecules brand. I actually just did a whole self-care routine with my partner, and this is the serum that we used. Very glad to have an extra one of these because it is incredible. I'm trying to open it, but next up we have a candle. Each box comes with a candle. It says slow burn, and the scents are raspberry, rose quartz, and musk. I did not know that rose quartz had a smell. I don't know how I feel about raspberry as a scent. I've never come into contact with it, but I do like musk. That's good. That's really good. You know what this smells like? This smells like a raspberry popsicle, but one that's not too sweet. That's good. That's very good. Wow. Next up we have two face masks. I always love the face mask. We have Skin Warrior, which is an acne care facial mask with tea tree oil. And a Heal Yeah repairing heel mask, so for your feet, with sweet almond oil, shea butter, and natural fruit acids. But it says life is short, smell good. I agree. I concur. Ooh, it's a bath bomb. And the scent is gardenia and lemon. Pretty cool that they cut out a little hole so you can actually see the product. Okay, so I was right. This is the month that I decided to get the traditionally published book and the indie published book. So the first one is Song of Salvation. Wait, so where's the letter from the author for the other one? So A Song of Salvation is by Alicia Dow. I have read her previous book, or one of her previous books, The Sound of Stars, and I have another of her previous books, which is The Kindred, which I have not read yet. And if I'm believing this correctly, it's giving space opera vibes. Also, the pink on these sprayed edges. Can we just talk about them for a moment? I don't think, yeah, the camera is not showing you just how dark this is. See if I can turn the light down. Oh, there we go. And it's still, you're still not getting just how beautiful this is in person. But yeah, so in terms of the synopsis, it says Zyra Sitlali is supposed to die. After all, she's the god Indigo reborn. Indigo, whose song created the universe and unified people across galaxies to banish Osvios, the god of destruction. Although Zyra has never been able to harness Indigo's power, the Elori Emperor wants to sacrifice her in Osvios' honor. Unless she escapes and finds Wesley, the boy prophesies to help her defeat Osvios and the Elori once and for all. Wesley Daniels didn't ask for this. He just wants to work as a smuggler so he can save enough money to explore the stars. Once he completes his biggest job yet, bringing wanted celebrity Ruben Rima to a strange planet called Earth, he'll be set for life. But when his path crosses with Zyra, he soon finds himself in the middle of an intergalactic war with more responsibility than he bargained for. Together, Zyra, Wesley, and Ruben must evade the people chasing them, find their way to Earth, and unlock Zyra's power if they're going to have any hope of saving the universe from the forces that would see it destroyed. And once again, I'm going to check the naked book. It's a pretty purple, but nothing special. And I don't think this has a matte because it is pretty sci-fi, pretty straightforward. Yeah. But that is the first book, and this is the traditionally published option for the Satisfiction box. Then we have the indie published option, which I believe comes with a little something special. Oh. Did I miss an item? I missed an item. It was hidden under the books. What is this? It says the comprehensive and compassionate self-care notepad, a guide to being kind to your body and mind in the short and long term. I love that. That's beautiful. Look at that. I love how it matches A Song of Salvation. Whoa, what is... Okay, so here we go. Get a little bit closer. These are notepads, and I guess it's like check-ins you can do. And on the left, we have short-term self-care, nurturing your body and mind on a daily basis. And then we have long-term self-care, fostering well-being on a larger scale, which is weekly or monthly. This is incredible. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to definitely try and use this. This is very cool. Wow. I think out of everything in this box, I thought the candle might be my favorite item, but I think my favorite non-book item might be this. Wow, this is incredible. I'm honestly just taking this in. So on the short-term self-care pad, it has you do a check-in. It says close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. It's mindfulness o'clock. And then it asks, how do you feel physically? How do you feel emotionally? And then it says body. Maintaining a body is hard. It's okay if you check 1 or 10. You're doing great, because it has these different options. So like, did you brush your teeth? Did you hydrate? Did you take your meds? Did you eat a snack or meal that makes you feel good? Release tension, stretch, move your body, get your skincare on, practice sleep hygiene, decompress before bed. And then it asks about your mind. Tell us about your internal journey today. What lived in your mind rent-free? Did you have any toxic thoughts? And then it says dessert. So it asks, like, things that you're grateful for, and a highlight reel of your day. So things that just rocked your day. And then for the long term, which is meant for weekly or monthly, it says, how did circumstances affect you emotionally and or physically? Do you have any big things coming up? Will you need extra self-care? How would you like to get your heart rate up? Which is like the movement category. It has a chores category, nutrition, connections, hobbies, and then an extra credit, which is, do you need to schedule any doctor's visits? Have you been putting off that thing? OMG, we so get it. It will feel so good to check that box. I love this. Oh my, I really love this. Wow. And if you want to get your own copy, it's on the back. I guess this is the brand. It says Dash of Pep. So the last thing in this box, which is the indie published book, which the cover of this book is absolutely incredible. Look at this. So this is Obsidian Feathers, a Latinx dark fantasy romance by N. Sarceres, I believe is how you pronounce that name. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. It says, some desires refuse to be denied. Angie, my life has become anything but my own. The shiny rock, the sensible fiance, and a forced vacation to El Salvador, courtesy of my insufferable boss. But I play the game for the sake of my mother's aristocratic aspirations and for some peace. Little did I know El Salvador would lead me straight back to a wolfish grin, the one that has me dripping with desire and ready to leave it all and get lost in the jungle. Girl, what? Wait a minute. My instincts tell me to run, and a single night's bad decision leads me to a group of Cadeo filled with glittering magic, broad smiles, and a twisted secret that will unweave everything I think I know about nightmares. Sal, the girl with gold-flecked eyes, I thought I was joking when I pledged myself to her in that playground. But we were bound in accordance with Totoko law, and 20 years later, my Cadejo can wait no longer for the mating ceremony. It's cute that she thinks she's marrying some snotty businessman, as if I'd let a man so unworthy of Soquito take her to bed every night. No, now that I have her scent again, the dance is over. Whichever direction she runs, I'll be there, whatever the cost. Okay. Well then. It says Obsidian Feathers is a dual POV Latinine dark fantasy romance with lashings of kink, a possessive, monstrous alcohol, and a sassy, body-positive FMC with a fresh twist on the familiar concept of werewolves. Okay, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will definitely be doing more unboxings in the future. This was a lot of fun, especially for the ones that I had no idea what was in them. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, do you subscribe to any book boxes? What do you think is the best item out of these boxes? Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and click the notification bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. Feel free to share my content with the world. If you want to tip me for my content so that I may continue to create, my Kofi is linked down below. You may also join my Patreon. If you're looking to buy any used books in absolutely excellent condition for incredible prices, check out my Pinglebrook storefront, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Showing. I ain't living for the moment. I see what's mine and I want it. Hungry like a Pac-Man. I'm Bruce Wayne and Batman. I'm Naruto with a Hanzo. Got a sharp mind like I'm Einstein. Plus I'm copywriting, so it's all mine. Check it for me, I'm in the sky.